attack. And the lumberjack works really well. So the lumberjack, the one that is very important, and some people they neglect it. The leg that you grab, you must hold the same side arm. Because the moment that they fall, this is the only thing that will prevent them coming back. So let's say if I'm grabbing his left leg with my right arm, I must hold his left arm. Because if I'm grabbing the opposite, I might get him off balance and drop him, but his arm will stop him. It's extremely difficult to get on top of him the moment that he puts his hand on the floor. So always go for the opposite one, the same side one. So when your opponent stand up, let's say you should be holding already the arm. When I throw my arm in, I bring my shoulder very close. Make sure your guard stay close. Connect, just hold it. Now it's my hips. I'm going to push the inside of his knee. I'm going to go sideways. When he falls, see that I kept my guard closed. Don't open, otherwise it's very difficult for me to get on top of him. See, I'm still holding. He cannot get back on top of me because he needs the arm. If I was holding this arm, he's coming right back. See, I can't go on top of him. He must be the same side arm. When I grab, bring your shoulder in. Sweep, look, my guard is going to stay close the whole time. Now, I don't need the leg anymore. Let the leg go. Push yourself over. Stabilize the arm. Hello guys, so now we're going to work when your opponent stands up in your guard. We're going to hold the leg. It's like a combination. You can pretend you go for the lumberjack. They don't really expect for you to open completely your guard and flip back. It's a very useful sweep to get your opponent unprepared. When he stands up, I'm going to grab the leg, bring your shoulder in. The moment that you do that, almost everyone will think you're going to go for the lumberjack, especially if I'm holding one of his arms. You know, this is clearly a sign that I'm trying to switch, to push his knee with my hip. You can even start the movement to get him confused. See, they react. So my hip's going to start pushing to the side. If nothing happens, then suddenly I open my guard quickly, look, straight to my knees. See, if, even when they expect it, it's hard to say, because now, whichever way he defends, I can stand up. And now, just remember, because when you stand up, you'll be facing away from your opponent. Switch legs, switch grip, and now he's gone. I'm not going to take the old man down, that's saving a bit, but it's a very, very useful sweep. Everyone expects the lumberjack. Suddenly you flip back. And when you flip back, push the other hand on the floor and come up. Whichever way they try to defend. Some people, they try to base out, to stand up. Some people, they see an opportunity to jump on your back, but you're holding the leg. You don't have any angle to attack your back. Stand up and take them down. Hello guys, so now we're going to work the knee bar from close guard. So who's not familiar with the knee bar, is not the best of movement to start. So I would say, this is a slightly more advanced move. So, it's in Jiu-Jitsu in IBJJF tournaments, only brown belt allow knee bars. So, then you see, it's not a beginner's move. It's not that complicated, but, you need to have a little bit of knowledge about movement, especially knee bars, to apply this one. So I would recommend, if you're at least from upper belt above, of course, everyone is welcome to try, but don't be frustrated if you just start your jiu-jitsu journey and then you find it very difficult to apply this movement. White belts you shouldn't be able to do any knee bars and toe holds anyway. So when the person stand up, you grab the leg and then you flip straight away. You put the pressure to his knee, straight to knee bar. The pressure in the knee will make them fall, and then they will fall straight into the knee bar. So when they stand up, straight away, you grab the leg, bring your shoulder close. So like I say, it's always good to do something before. So, my knees, my hips start pushing his knee almost if I want to slip into the lumberjack. When they react, so they won't expect, something, the knee bar, for example. So you kind of hide behind the movement. So your hips start pushing, and then when you open your guard, you turn it. Pull your right knee in. Your foot stays on his hips. And then you throw the other leg over, where you throw my hips connect to his knee. When you fall, it's very important. Your leg has to be under his leg. Otherwise, the knee bar will not work. Just like an arm lock. Your legs lock into his knee, and then you tap him out. It's very important that you turn completely. That before he even falls, he already locked in the position of the knee bar. So you lock yourself in before he falls, because he will only fall because you're already putting pressure behind the knee. So almost if I'm starting the knee bar with him standing, and the pressure into his knee, that's when I drop him to the floor. So when he drops, we have to be locked. There is no adjustment after he goes on the floor, because you get to lose. If you still need to adjust after he falls, you will lose the knee bar. So when you turn in, as soon as you turn, then you lock yourself into his leg. That's the position that you stay to the end. When he falls, you're just gonna stay connected to his legs, and you just carry on putting the pressure in. So now, we're gonna work on the scissor sweep. It's a very basic sweep. It's in my academy, to my students, I teach probably day 1 or day 2. But I see a lot, people, they tend to show it with both knees on the floor. It's almost impossible for you to scissor sweep someone when the person has both knees on the floor. I see that all the time. You have to wait the person when he's trying to pass your guard, that he does this. If he does not bring the leg up, scissor sweep will not work. It's almost impossible to sweep someone with a scissor sweep when they have both knees on the floor. You get to teaching, then you might say, if you push the knee, they will sweep. Of course, they will. The person is doing nothing. If you react a little bit, it does not work. When he brings the leg up, then you just go as quick as you can, because that moment on, if I have my both knees on the floor, my weight is centralized in the middle of my body.